NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the sixth?
It was half a dozen. Half a box of golf balls.
That is a heat-seeking missile right there. Wow.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. This tournament has such a rich history. When you look at the list of multiple tournament winners here at Bay Hill, names like Ernie Els, Tom Kite, Lauren Roberts pop up. They've all won it twice. And then there's one guy who obviously stands above everyone.
Yeah, Tiger Woods winning here 8 times. Obviously, the golf course is perfect for him, but it's the stature of the event. The Arnold Palmer Invitation has gone on for so long. It's one of the events that you look forward to. You know what the golf course is like, but also you know what's required to play well there.
Lay down. Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
Wow, Frank, I did not expect that. Eagle. Well, after that beast of a par 5, Frank, it is time to finesse one up on the green here at the par 3-7, just a little under 200 yards.
There's a big mound in the middle of the green. The flag's above it, and then you've got to be really precise. If it's short of it, you can use that mound as a backstop.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Getting ready to tee off now at the 8th, and Frank, this hole has a little bit of everything.
Yeah, even though it's a pretty hole, Rich, it's a fairway you must hit because that second shot here is one of the toughest on the golf course.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, this is a pretty good par 4, the 8th. What about the approach shot?
Such intimidating second shot here at 8. I think it's the best one on the golf course, Rich. You can see very quickly why the goal is to hit your second shots nice and high and get them to land soft. This is what you have to do with your second at 8.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Score that a birdie. Final hole now of the front side. It's a 474-yard par 4. And Frank, you've played it before. What works best here?
Well, ideally, a nice little draw off the tee. But the hole's quite weird because the tee shot shapes to the left, and yet the green goes the other way.
Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
And this is looking really good. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Fall. Beautiful day here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida. The great weather. And Frank, how do you get off to a great start here on the back nine?
Trying to avoid those 3 bunkers, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, but it's one of the few holes that moves to the right. So if you can just smoke one over that right bunker, just a sand arm in there.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Frank, the beauty of the game, the changing conditions. You've played it all over the world, and you don't play it inside a dome, do you?
Yeah, anybody can play on a fine, still day, but what separates the good from the great is actually days like today. That's when that little extra attention to detail, the better strike, the better swing, is certainly going to pay dividends.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Another par 4 here, the 11th. It's just under 440 yards. This time, there's water looming left and then bunkers on the right-hand side. It's a pretty good challenge, Frank.
This hole's very similar to the 3rd hole on the front side. 2 bunkers down the right side. Just got to keep it a little left. You don't have to hit driver here.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320. This looks like it's going to find the target.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
And getting ready for the putt. Has it. That's birdie. Now at the 15th, big dogleg right here. What's the best way to go, Frank?
Really down the left side. It's very tempting to try and hit it across that bunker, but not only do you have to carry the bunker, you've also got to carry those little shrubs down the right side.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that.